Thanks, Eric. Today I'm joined by men's ice hockey coach Tyler Hynes. Thanks for being with us here today, Coach.
Happy to be here.
So, this past weekend, the Colonels won both their contests with a 5-2 victory over Kings and a 6-1 victory over Alberta's Magnus. Besides the first contest of the season against SUNY Canton, Wilkes has won 6 consecutive games. Coach Hynes, what has been the team's reason for the early success?
I think a lot of it stems from how we finished last year and wanting to improve upon that, the bitter taste that it left in our mouth. I think we came in hungry this year and a little humbled by what took place at the end of last season. And last year we had a young group, a lot of freshmen, vast majority of our team, freshmen last year. Now as they become sophomores, maturing a little bit, and I think gaining a good understanding that in this league, we play in the UCHRE, a strong league, night in, night out, it's going to be a battle. And you can't take any nights off. Unfortunately, we've gotten the results we've wanted on the scoreboard. I think, if you asked any of the guys on the team or the coaching staff, myself or our assistant Ryan Secor, I think they'd all agree that we're not satisfied. I think we can be better, play a little better. But that being said, I'd be lying if I said we weren't happy with the results and how things are going on the ice so far.
So, what are some adjustments you guys have made on the penalty kill? There were some rough patches on the unit the first couple of games, but the unit has seemed to tighten things up as of late.
No, definitely, and I'm glad you mentioned that because just brought up Ryan Secor, our assistant coach. He's doing a tremendous job with that, and I think we've figured out kind of the personnel that have been successful for us on that unit, but also I think a lot of it is the buy-in that the players have to him. I think he's done a great job teaching it. We practice it quite a bit, but the penalty kill is a lot of gritty, a lot of sacrifice, blocking shots, working hard and without a lot of reward. But I think the reward is helping the team win hockey games, and we have a lot of good teammates and team players that are willing to do that.
So things have really clicked for your team on the power play as well. Scoring at least one goal on the man advantage each game. 13 of the team's 32 goals so far this season have come on the power play. What is making the power play so successful?
I think the unit obviously has a lot of skill and talent, and I think too freedom to be creative offensively. I think one of the reasons it's been so successful is because of the hockey sense and the comfortability that those 5 guys have with each other. And that's something they were a unit for most of last year, and were very good last year as well. So, I don't want to say it's a surprise. I think the amount of success that they've had is encouraging, and I don't want to say surprising, but definitely encouraging. But I think a lot of it comes down to, urgency. And after you shoot the puck, power play, you get a lot of shots, being willing to go and get that puck back, and they've done a great job of that, having energy on when we do have a man advantage. And but I think a lot of it boils down to the ability and skill and comfortability that those 5 guys have with each other.
All right, so Coach, Donald Flynn was one of the most productive freshmen in the country last year, really one of the most productive players overall. It seems like he's finally starting to get that kind of production back right now as the seasons move forward, including 5 goals this weekend. What does Flynn mean to this team, and how important is he to the team's success? How important is it that he continues to produce?
I think he's obviously an important part of what we're trying to do here, not just last year, but this year moving forward. I think one of the things I'd like to mention, while obviously the 5 goals is great, I think, only 1 penalty in the last 4 games is huge as well. I think that the more he can be on the ice, I think the better for everyone, for us at least. And he's obviously an important part of everything that we're doing here, but I don't want his success to overshadow the other 27 guys that bring it every day. And, a lot of guys that, and I was one of these players in college that, you might not see in the score box and things like that, but do a lot of things throughout the week to lead to our success on the weekends, whether it's guys on the mock penalty kill going against our power play, doing what the team we're playing is doing instead of what we do, and that's a sacrifice for the team to make the power play better. And I think a lot of credit for the power play success and guys' success overall goes to little things like that happening throughout the week.
So, lastly, this weekend, the team will be traveling to the Steve Hoare Invitational. What's the expected level of competition, and what do you expect out of your team and the competition as well?
I think we've set the bar pretty high at this point. I think the competition's strong. We get to play some teams that we've never played before as a program, so that's exciting. And I think the most exciting thing is a chance to win our first trophy in program history. Obviously, last year being our inaugural season, had a tremendous amount of success, but came up short with the winning a trophy, winning a championship. So pretty cool that over Thanksgiving break, get to spend some time together as a team on campus when most of the students are gone, and come together as a group, and then chance to win a trophy this weekend. Doesn't get much more exciting than that.
All right. Thanks so much for being here today with us, Coach. We wish you and the men's ice hockey team the best of luck for the rest of the season. I'm Ben Mandell, and we'll be back after this public service announcement.